Welcome everybody to another episode of All Strength TV. This is episode 5 and this episode is extremely personal to me, so I hope a lot of you will tune in, listen to it and hopefully extrapolate some value from it. So what led me to start a business which is aligned with my passion of health and fitness? So just bear with me, I need to refer to some notes in this video because there's a lot of points I wish to touch on and I don't want to miss in order just to get the best content out to all of you. So please listen. Firstly, I want to say this video is more about the mindset that I developed in order to allow me to commence the brand and business, as I will get deep into the thought processes that I had to, learn and overcome. Whereas the next video, I will go much deeper into the step-by-step process of the skills I needed to learn, which were necessary in order for me to build the brand. So that will also be a great video where you can learn a lot if you wish to pursue something similar in your own avenue and so forth. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this. What led me to start a business which is aligned with health and fitness, my passion? So in a nutshell, from day one, I've always been someone who's wanted to improve and get better. So I had a desire to learn and evolve as a human, first and foremost. But more importantly, I wanted to change my life. My everyday living, what I was doing, I was going to work, I had a 9 to 5, I was working in a law firm, and I just didn't love it. I went there, I did it because I had to make money, got home, but all I wanted to do was train. That's all I was thinking about. How can I better myself when it came to this world of fitness that I embodied myself in since I was a young teenager. So that's when I knew I just needed to make a change and transition into that industry because it's who I am at the core, it's how I breathe. So currently I wake up now looking forward to every single day. Like I can't wait to just get up and start working and thinking of new ways that I can really grow the brand and business. I know I need to be patient, but it just all great things take time, and I'm here for the macro patience, but the micro journey, the everyday work that's involved, I'm going hard because I love it. I truly love it. Anyway, this was not my reality not long ago. As I said, I was working in a law firm and just didn't enjoy it whatsoever. So my goal with this video, episode 5, to everybody listening, is to inspire at least one of you, but hopefully more of you, to change your life if you're not happy with the current position that you're in. Because I believe happiness is the true metric for success. This extends far beyond business, but also for your personal life, your family, your relationships, and so on. When you're happy, everything just tends to fall into place. Finances are important, however, they are simply oxygen to enable and allow you to continue your creative journey when it comes to business and what it is that you love. And for me now, this is embodying myself in the world of fitness through designing unparalleled workout gear, as well as being a content creator, which I can't wait to just create various types of content that I've really thought about, and it just comes down to execution. So many things I need to be executing that's just always running through my mind. I'm always pen to paper, thinking of new ideas of how I can just develop the brand, and I'm super passionate when it comes to it, just from a creative standpoint, because I think we all have creative abilities, and my way is just expressing myself through my love for fitness and just embodying myself in this world. And I intend to give back through everything that I've learned, and also build an empire alongside it, in order to, allow me to continue what it is that I'm doing. But from a design standpoint, when it comes to clothing and the fabrics and so on, I've essentially created a new passion for all these pillars, because I went through a period of reinvention of myself, and I started to rediscover new talents, and I fell in love with new things, which is awesome, because it was only fitness at one point, but now it's so much more. It's business, and how I can grow things through various methods. But anyway, let's not get off track. Let's keep going. I'm gonna take you now through a little background on my life and how I guess things led me to where it is that I am currently now. So I turned 25 not too long ago. I've studied at university for 6 years, completed 2 bachelor degrees. I completed a medical science degree and a law degree. I did not know what I wanted to do with my life, so I went down the traditional path of tertiary education. And it's just one of those things where you're young and you're still unsure about your future, and you just fall into things because that's the way life pans out. But I knew that wasn't how I wanted to live. But throughout this period, I did learn a lot. I don't think going to university was any time wasted at all. I'm super grateful for everything that I've learned and studied, people I met along the way. It shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm super, super grateful for that. Throughout this period, I also worked in catering at a hospital for the first 5 years, and then after that, where I saved a lot of money, it kind of helped me finance the business as well, because I'd work 4 or 5 days a week while studying and just kind of saved a bit as well. And then I transitioned into a administrative role at a law firm, which I learned so much from. Even though I was in an admin role and I didn't want to be a lawyer, and I was studying law, finished the law degree, but I didn't want to be there, I was surrounded by so many people who are driven and hungry. What I really loved about it is that the business was only probably 7-8 years old when I kind of started working there, and my boss, he was such a beast. Shout out to Nathan. He was such a beast. He grew the company from scratch, and just witnessing the growth of the company, how he did things, how he carried himself as a man, it was inspirational to me. And then in 2020, once I started self-educating myself, I really saw a lot of great qualities in him, and I'm like, damn, I want to be my own boss, so to speak. And here I am today doing just that, and it's still very early in my journey, but we're going to get to new heights consistently every year, every month, and just keep pushing. So through my ups and downs, I've always been consistent with fitness and my weight training. Essentially, it's how I breathe. I've been doing it since I was a teenager. It keeps me peaceful. There would be times in my life where my passion for fitness was taken away from me by the pendulums through life that were thrown at me, and I would kind of deter from training and fitness as a whole. And this would impact my relationships and my mindset, and I just didn't like when that happened, because I knew that's where I wanted to be. So there was really no alternative but to do what it is that I love. Otherwise, I felt suffocated, and I didn't want that feeling. I wanted to live every day passionately, fulfilled, happy, and that's kind of led me to where I am today. I always followed my intuition. As I felt living a life that I didn't enjoy, there was no fulfillment in this. And because work takes up a majority of our life, I decided that it is a must to do something that I love and enjoy and change my reality. So I needed to reinvent myself. I needed to change the way I started to think about things. I needed to start studying successful people and how they thought, which is what I started doing. I really kind of, like, during the whole lockdown period, put all distractions aside and stayed immersed in my own mind. So now that I can envision what it is that I'm executing, and I'm creating what it is that I'm creating, and I can see where my life is heading, I'm much happier. I believe my purpose in this world is to be happy and fulfilled, to make this world a beautiful and better place, to leave legacy. And the only way to do this is to discover who you really are. And I finally believe I am on that path with my journey of developing and building All Strength Activewear. To me, I discovered there is no passion in life playing small. You need to go all in. We never know when our time is up, and I couldn't stand walking into a job I really had no interest in, so I just started executing and went all in. However, prior to starting a business, I had to become so in tune and self-aware with myself as to what it is that I knew best, and this was the fitness industry. So I think before you start any business, you can't be thinking transactionally. You need to be thinking about what it is that you understand best. And what I know best is what I've been doing my whole life, just as a hobby, as a passion, and that's health and fitness through bodybuilding, nutrition, and just living an active lifestyle. I was always into sports. It's just who I am. And there was no alternative. One second. I also developed a huge passion in 2020 for building brand and business. I learned a lot from listening to a lot of YouTube videos. I learned a lot from Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. Man, if he sees this, shout out to Gary V. But man, he's such a beast. And I started to listening to him more than I did my parents, because he was one of those individuals that really knew what he was talking about, and you can see that just from his content, so much value. So anyone who wants to get some more value, head over to his socials, channels, and so on. You will learn a lot. And when it comes to building business, I think, and I believe, and I know it takes ungodly amount of skill and creativity to really win in the long term. And that's what I'm playing for. I'm not here to play no short term, just trying to make a quick buck. I'm here to be here 20 years from now. It's really what I want to be doing. And hopefully one day I can look back at this video and really see how far it is that I've come with the whole business. I wish to constantly challenge myself. I want the leadership. I want all the accountability on my shoulders. I want to exploit my creative abilities and just continue what it is that I'm doing, because I feel like I want to be the decision maker. I am the decision maker, and I'm executing. Love what you do, and you'll never work a day in your life. Although for almost the entire year of 2020, I worked hard and for free in the background, developing the All Strength Activewear brand. Prior to launch, it has been nothing but fulfilling and rewarding. It was simply just expenses. However, I was building and doing what it is that I loved, and I never felt better. I always followed my intuition, no matter how hard it was to make the decision. And trust me, there's been some very, very difficult decisions in my life that I've had to make that have caused me a lot of pain, but they've led me to where I am today. And here I am, going for what it is that I want most from my life. I had to get quiet in my head from everyone's judgment and stay focused to my vision. Most importantly, I had to believe in myself and back my decision making. No one else was doing the decisions for me, making these decisions. If anything, people were telling me, trying to fill my mind with their opinions and doubt, and I couldn't listen to that. I just had to stay truly focused to what it is that I'm doing and believe what I've envisioned is the right path for me. And it's just the beginning, and there's so much more to come. I knew it was a long journey, and it's still just the beginning, but I always tell myself it is one foot in front of another. This very mantra is what led me to where I am today. One step in front of another. Stay in your own lane, stick to your script. There's always going to be people doing things better than you, more than you, or are more established than you. But there's no way you can always do it your own way, go on your own tangent and have your own unique way of doing things. This one quote that stuck out to me and has always stayed with me, I think it was from a Tim Ferriss and Gary V podcast or interview. And Tim Ferriss said, there are as many entrepreneurs as there are ways. No, there are as many ways to entrepreneurship as there are entrepreneurs. And the way I interpret that is each journey is different. And it's true. When you're tackling and going for it, no one's journey is going to be the same as you. You can take the blueprint from other people and just see where they succeeded and kind of like put yourself on the same map and be like, yeah, I'm in the right direction, and it's just an affirmation. But no one's taking the same steps as you. Everyone's journey is different when it comes down to this. The way I started to affirm that I was on the right path, I started learning, and then I'd make reference to other people that are doing what it is that I wanted to do. And I'm like, yep, they're doing this, they're using that. And so I started using certain platforms, learning certain skills. I'm like, this is aligned with what it is that they're using to build what they're building. But I'm now using those skills to build what I'm building. So self-employed, building a business which is aligned with my passion and health and fitness. I couldn't be happier with what it is that I'm currently doing with my life. We're almost at the end here. So I'm going to wrap it up slowly, and I'll go deeper into a step-by-step process of how I learned the necessary skills to build what it is that I built with All Strength Activewear. And it's just the beginning. Honestly, there's so much I have in mind that it drives me crazy with the things that I want to be doing. It's crazy. It just takes time and no excuses, and just put your foot down and don't stop when you're tired, stop when you succeed. And success, when you succeed, it never ends. So like, success just keeps going. You hit one goal, then you set another goal, and you just keep going up. So you always want that fire inside where you're just pushing for more. So that's pretty much it, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I was quite, I guess, emotional through it all. Like, I'm super passionate with everything that I've done, what I've built, and everything that I said to you today. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please drop a comment. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what you'd like to hear from me. It means a lot if you could just, even anyone who listened, I mean, and you got this far, it means the world that you're taking this content on board. And I hope I've inspired at least one of you to change your life and do what it is that you wish to be doing. Because life is short, man. Go for it. All Strength Activewear.